Merry Meet and welcome to Jupiter's Radiance. I'm Taylor and today we're going to be focusing on a spread that is to support us in being prepared for the path ahead, whether that is for our own self-development, a work or project, or maybe just for a relationship in general. There is a lot of variety that you can do with this spread. Let's go ahead and get started with what I'm calling the wave. So to get started, this is for our third week of June where we're coming into the summer solstice, but this is, as I mentioned, just to really support in kind of just seeing what is coming and letting us know about the ups and downs that we can experience moving forward. So with that, for the sake of like showing you this is the way that this spread has come through. But this is the sun, so you can have this anywhere. You just want it kind of in the sky above what is the wave. Okay, and so one is going to be the project, you, the relationship, just the general thing that you're looking at and wanting to know more about. So kind of your baseline. This is going to be the sea level. This is our second card. This is the balance point. So between what we'll get into are the ups and downs. This is kind of what you keep coming back into and kind of where you keep, like, you start here and you come back into it with your lessons, and it's this beautiful like mixture of alchemy and alchemizing the ups and downs of what you're learning through this process and project. So it's just a very realistic look at life, because we all go through cycles, and it's just kind of like letting you know about it. It's not necessarily like, oh, this is your goal. This is kind of letting you know, like, when you're at this moment, when you feel like this is when you're at your most balanced. So because sometimes we need to know that, because if you think about being in the ocean, you're constantly in movement, right? And so sometimes it's good to know like an identifier of like, oh, this is the base level. Great. And then this is going to be our wave crest, so this is going to be our ups, and then this is going to be our wave trough, and these are going to be our downs. Doesn't necessarily have to be super positive or super negative, but they are just things to kind of let you know, like, this is the highest peak and the lowest low. With that, let's go ahead and get started with our collective reading. So we have first you, or the project, breaking free. So especially right now, I really love this imagery with the wave too, because a lot of, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I associate the ocean with freedom. I don't know why. Maybe because that's like, I grew up in like a landlocked state, and that was like the ideal vacation to go to. So anyways, though, this really is letting us know that what we're seeing with this path forward is there is going to be a sense of breaking free. So for some, it is a sense of breaking free, mainly around fears that hold you back. So these aren't necessarily for anyone who's like worried like, oh, this means I'm breaking apart from my partner. Doesn't necessarily mean that. It could mean that you're breaking free from a fear of intimacy that actually brings you closer to your partner. So we're gonna get a little bit more into this, but definitely there is a sense of recognition that you are leaving something behind that has been holding you back before. Okay, and so now we have our sea level and we have gratitude. So when you're at your most balanced, you're typically practicing gratitude. So this is also great advice for whenever we'll go into these ups and downs. Whenever you are feeling anxious, stressed at any point, needing to come back to that basis point, that sea level, just start practicing gratitude. So it's a really great action item when you think about it. Like, it's not something you have to wait around for. It's something that you have a lot of control in and can be very supportive when you're breaking free of something, and that a lot of times we're breaking free of things that we did not have control over. So let's take a look at our wave crest, our ups, and we have awareness. So I already mentioned there is this recognition, and this is just really showing us the fact of like, when you're in your highest point, you really are very aware of your intentions and the intentions of those around you, and exactly how that is supporting you moving forward in life in general and what that growth looks like. So there's a lot with this. It feels very self-explanatory, I'm not gonna lie, but there is a message here for, like, say within the relationship, that the high points are having those awareness of your partner, and there's a sense of practicing empathy more easily, but also for yourself. Okay, and our low points, we have move forward. So our low points being move forward, this is actually telling me that this is coming from a fear of change. So again, whenever you're like being stressed out about what it means to break free, because it does mean moving forward. It does mean leaving behind something. And a lot of times when we're very used to a situation, we want to seek that familiar discomfort rather than moving into the change and the unknown. Most people's fears, like there's fears of intimacy and fears of unknowns. Those are the like 2 basis points I think a lot of people have to deal with and go through. But so this is great because whenever you are having this moment of fear of moving forward, you're able to just step back into gratitude, and that's going to help you come back up into this awareness. So just like a wave, it comes up and down. It's like it's constantly moving forward, which so are you. That's our collective reading. I'm gonna go ahead and let this sink in. I think there's a lot here to think and ponder on, and the main thing to take away is just to practice gratitude for these moments and to kind of find the silver lining whenever you're feeling very stressed out. But also give yourself some self-care and a break. Like practice that empathy for yourself. You are not a machine. You are fully human and fully divine, which means balancing out those parts and those elements. And so fears are valid. It's just you don't want to keep feeding those fears. So how do you balance out those fears? By finding the gratitude for what you do have around them. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this here. Thank you again. Don't forget to comment below. Let me know if you're using any other decks or what messages you're receiving with this, and I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more weekly spreads. Blessed be.